Can you say goodbye? Goodbye, bird.
I could use some friends for a change. Metaphorically, I'm the man, but literally, I don't know that. I live for you.
So I'm in Michigan. I am officially on my solo road trip to the Upper Peninsula and then my backpacking trip in Isle Royale. I pretty much spent the morning finishing packing, going to the store to get a few last things. So I've been driving for about 2 hours. I just stopped in Ann Arbor at the Trader Joe's. I have, I think, about 6 hours to go to Grand Marais. I'm staying there for my first night and second night and kind of hiking around the Pictured Rocks area. Just changed into some sweatpants in this random parking lot, so feeling a lot more comfortable now. And yeah, it's exciting. I love driving, so the 8-hour drive doesn't seem too terrible. At least not yet, we'll see. But I am starting later. I think I'll get to my Airbnb like between 11 and midnight, so hopefully that all goes smoothly. We will see. All right.
To be young and in love in New York. You stupid I got my head up your sunroof. I want you to, oh, I want you to believe it, then anything can happen. No.
There was a child watching me do that. Hopefully he found it interesting, or at least entertaining. My friends in school, we realized one day at lunch that she was eating cherries and didn't have any seeds sitting in like a paper towel or napkin. And so we asked her, where are the seeds? Turns out she was keeping them all in her mouth as she was eating. And she'd eaten a lot of cherries. I don't do that. I'm not that skilled.
Yeah, I only love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry. You're the reason I'm alone and
yeah, so somehow I put the wrong coordinate on my phone. And instead of going to my Airbnb, I ended up in the middle of the woods, just outside of Grand Marais, on this dirt road. And luckily my car is doing pretty well with it, and luckily it's not muddy. Yeah, I'm definitely not supposed to be out here, and it's 12:48, so I am ready to be back. I should be at my Airbnb within the next 20 minutes per Google Maps, because these are all roads on Google Maps, apparently. Thank you for surviving, car. So last night was absolutely insane. I input certain coordinates that I honestly, I don't know like what location I had. On my Google Maps, I had saved where my Airbnb was exactly, and so that was already preset and I knew it was right. But somehow the location that I had my phone set to was not that. It was the middle of nowhere. But I didn't realize that until I was like there. At first it was a very normal seeming dirt road, not super bumpy, well maintained. My gas is pretty low, but it's okay. I have enough to get there and then get to the gas station tomorrow morning. It kind of comes to this intersection. Intersection is a very loose term. There were stop signs, but it was dirt roads just kind of like combining into a triangle of dirt. And it's getting kind of bumpy, but I'm like, okay, I'm almost there. We'll see. I get there, and the point is just having me stopped in the middle of this dirt road in the middle of nowhere. I look at my map on my phone, finally. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner, just to double check. And I'm several miles south of where my actual Airbnb was. My phone's telling me that the fastest route is just to continue along this dirt road. So I start to do that, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. And at this point, I'm debating, do I keep going? Do I go back? I'm worried about the gas. But I kept going. It was actually really pretty too. There was fog, which was eerie but beautiful. My car was bouncing around, and my car is not built for this. I'm pretty sure these roads are for off-roading, because I don't know why anyone would be driving on this otherwise. To a point, and there's a sign that says wet area ahead. I did not have confidence that I would be able to make it through that portion. I gave up on going forward, and I did a many point turn to turn around and go back the way I came, because in my mind, I knew my car had survived the way it came. I didn't know if it would survive the way going forward. Got out of there eventually and back onto the main road. I have no clue, but I made it to my Airbnb around 2 in the morning. It's a really cute little cabin on an apple orchard. It's probably one of the like dumbest or worst situations I've been in. So this morning's going more smoothly. I slept in a little bit because of that whole ordeal. I got coffee, got gas, which was like crazy expensive up here. Now I am on my way to my first stop in Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. Wish me luck. More rough roads, but at least this time I have a friend. Honestly, these aren't as bad as where I was last night. On the trail. Grateful for the waterproof boots. I've been walking for about 2 miles and I can finally see Lake Superior. It's beyond there. Blue. You can see a little bit of blue. So there's Top of Rock in the distance, and there's a duck. Awesome, can you help me out here? I found all the people. There it is, up close and personal. Driving to my next hike, but we got some ominous clouds. I was gonna go hiking to a lighthouse, but with this storm rolling in, I'm gonna have to bail on that for now. Can deal with rain. I love rain. I would totally go on a walk in the rain. As soon as I hear thunder and there's lightning, I just feel it's probably not worth it. So now I'll go back and shower. I haven't had a shower yet since I started the trip because I got in so late last night, and then I'll probably go into the little town for dinner. And then maybe go back out if it's nicer again to watch the sunset off the beach. Sounds like a nice plan. Hopefully the rain clears up. Eating in a restaurant alone is always kind of an adventure, but to make matters more awkward, I cut myself shaving right before I left, and I've had blood just dripping down my foot because I forgot to put on a band-aid. And so I put a napkin there in the restaurant, and I just hope no one noticed. They would have probably thought I was crazy. very overcast today. The UV index is 0 and it's still about like 60 degrees, so pretty comfortable too. Just a slight drizzle. Perfect kind of day. Got my coffee from the little local coffee van. I'm on my way back to the lighthouse that I wanted to hike up to yesterday. It's just barely drizzling. I've been wearing my hood mostly. Found the lighthouse. The way I came out here was pretty much all along a dirt road. I think I'm gonna try to go back by walking along the lake. From the overlooks that I saw, it looks like there's beach or rock all the way back, so hopefully I can make it. There's fewer bugs down on the beach, but before I came down here, I got a huge bite on my forehead. There's no one out here. It's so peaceful and quiet. The trail that I walked on coming up was the road just right along this ledge up here. This might be from one of the many shipwrecks that happened around here. Shipwrecked wood. Can't skip a rock to save my life. Well, it happened. My iPhone took a tumble into the lake. I dried it off quickly, I caught it quickly. I think it's okay, it's still working. I think iPhones are like kind of water resistant now, right? Alright, so this is the first part that doesn't look totally doable along the beach. I'm gonna try. Okay, so yes, I did that twice, but I swear it was worse than it looks because the rock has a lot of moss on it. Worst case, I would have got my feet wet, but I don't really want to do that. So I tried to time my jump with when the water was as far out as possible. back to the parking lot. This one is without a doubt. All right, now back to the car. That hike was actually way more fun than I expected. I mean, I thought it would be great, but not that good. I stayed pretty dry. It was honestly raining more at the very beginning than later on. My next stop is going to be about an hour south towards the south end of Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. And I think the overlooks there aren't very far off the trail, so it should go pretty quickly. I hadn't realized that my next place that I'm staying is closer to 4 hours away. I was thinking it was like 3 hours away, and I'm supposed to check in by 6, so I'm rushing this next stop. Way out there is Lover's Leap, I think, which would have been cool to hike too if I had more time. Definitely wish I had more time here. It's super pretty with the fog over the lake, especially out in the westward direction. I want to leave time to get more coffee, go to the bathroom, and get gas in Munsing or whatever this city is called. So going to say goodbye to Pictured Rocks. Can't believe a word she says most times. So I got my coffee and I'm back on the road. I'm supposed to, per my GPS, arrive to my next place around 6:11. I'm not planning to make any stops, which is honestly unfortunate because I'm guessing, just based on the looks of everything, that there are going to be a lot of really beautiful turnoffs along here. I'm pretty much following Lake Superior the whole way. Oh well. Made it to the cabin by 6. My stuff is such a mess. Last night with a bed for a little while. Yo, Austin. Pretty sure that's a sandal crane? Yes? Maybe? Check it out. This fog. This is crazy. Great. More rough roads and fog. What? This is insane. It's so pretty. We are above the fog. Gotta figure out where to watch this sunset though. Thank you, lady at the check-in desk, for the recommendation. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I found the top of the mountain. Incredible. Pretty sure that's the lake, and Isle Royale is probably right out there, hidden by the fog. While I wait for the sun to set, it still has about 40 minutes to go. I'm gonna make a sandwich. I have an avocado and some bread. And there's only one other car here. Lots of bugs though, so we're gonna stay inside the car for now. I moved into my passenger seat because the sun was pretty bright on the driver's side. Oh, that looks delicious. Friends are all gone.
probably about to head back to. Got a big day tomorrow. So today is finally the day. I'm going on my backpacking trip on Isle Royale. I'm all packed, ready to go. It was tough fitting everything into my backpack. I'm going to Copper Harbor to catch the ferry now, and that's going to be a fairly long ferry ride, so we will see.